It's now the Berserker. Things are not looking particularly rosy for Akasura at the moment. However, I somehow managed to not roll a 9. This thing is like 4 times your volume, so like twice your size. Absolutely massive. It grabs her in one fist and starts punching her. Right, the aberration that's fighting you, Adam, could you please roll me another dexterity melee? 5s or better again.
7.
This time, as it tries to swipe at your face, your dagger chain comes into contact with its arm, and you actually rip it and you tear its arm off at the wrist. It's now spraying sort of disgusting smelling blood everywhere. Demon blood might be red, but it's certainly, this one smells bad. Judith.
This Berserker.
I'm gonna be honest, you're not sanguine about your chances.
Distract the Berserker. I got those 2 wimps here. It's fine.
So can I grapple the Berserker?
You can, but it's a long run. It'll be strength brawl, half dice.
Half dice?
Yeah, rounded down, because I know you have 9.
Well, in that case, this round I'm not going to grapple it. I'm just going to hit it.
Okay, it has a defense of 1.
And I'm looking for 7 still?
You are looking for 7s on this one, yes.
2.
Roll for damage. So you roll those 2 7s, and you see if you can get an 8 or better to do damage.
1 9.
1 9. So you punch it. It barely seems to feel it, to be honest. Akosua is being held by this thing, but she's not given up. She's now stabbing at it. Oh, wow. Okay. She managed to do some stabby damage to its hand, and it lets her go. Adam.
So I guess the thing that was on top of me is losing a hand now. He's like kind of...
It's lost a hand, but it's still fighting you.
Yeah, but I can kind of get up or not? I guess
you can, but it's still grappling you, so you'll have to roll to escape from the grapple.
I'm still going to fight it, I guess.
Okay, roll me another dexterity melee.
3.
It's got you, I'm afraid. The blood, it stings your eyes, and you can't see its other hand as it punches you across the face. You're going to take 1 pain damage.
Okay.
George is going to take aim at you and the aberration. He doesn't really think his rifle stands much of a chance against the Berserker. He's going to take aim, and he's going to yell, "I'm so sorry!" Oh, wow. Okay, so it kills the aberration and then bounces off your armor, Adam.
1.
Now, the Berserker. Okay, could you, Judith, please roll me a strength and brawl? 5 or better, because it's grabbing at you.
8.
So it does grab you. It's got you in its hand, and it tries to break your neck, but you're able to push its other hand away with all your strength. Just. I rolled an 8, not a 9. At this point, 4 more aberrations are going to drop out of the tunnel that you're standing in, Adam. A copperhead is going to drop out next to Akasua and Judith. And a second Berserker is going to drop out into the main area of the tents and stuff.
How many more rounds do we reckon we've got for the evacuation?
So about 5% have now got out.
Oh.
Only about 18 seconds have passed since combat began. So there's 15% of them left. At this rate, it's going to take another 9 rounds. You do not think you're going to live that long.
Boss, I think we should run away.
Okay. We are now back to the beginning. Judith.
Right, so I'm in a grapple with the Berserker. I'm guessing that I need to grapple him back and try and break his neck.
Yep. Okay. Roll me a strength and brawl, 5s or better. Oh dear, that was awful. Oh wow, that really was awful. I hope the roll-ups do better.
4.
2, 4, 6. You're going to take 2 pain damage as it kind of roars and sort of starts to try and rip you in half. It's big enough to do that to you.
Okay.
Akosua is standing right next to a copperhead now, so she's going to stab at that. Less than impressive. She manages to catch it on some of its scales, but her sword bounces off its fairly well-armoured scales. Adam.
Do I have an opportunity to run to grapple with the berserker?
The berserker? No, you're miles away from the berserker.
I'm gonna attack things until I'm not in melee range of anything anymore, I guess. So I'm gonna just kill them until...
Roll me a dexterity and melee.
So if it's 5, then I got 9.
Okay, so you just dagger chain the next aberration. You literally slice it down the middle, horizontally.
Nice.
The top half just slides off the bottom half, and yeah, your dagger chain just passes straight through it. George. Oh, okay, he's made of sterner stuff than I expected. He's not going to run away. He's going to level his rifle at another aberration near you. Okay, 4 hits. That's not bad. Boom. Down goes another aberration. George is proving okay, actually. Right, the first berserker is still grappling with you, Judith. So if you could roll me your strength and brawl. 2, 4, 6, 8. 5's or better.
5.
I'm very sorry, Judith, but you have been ripped in half by the berserker.
Oh no!
You are, in fact, dead.
Right.
Yeah, no, I rolled 5. I rolled 5 successes. I rolled a 7, 8, 9. So, your blood sprays everywhere. Your boots fall to the ground. Yeah, badness.
Okay.
However, what I'll do is I'll let you play as Akosua, if you like, for the remainder of this combat.
Okay.
So she has 6 for strength and melee, and I'll throw in other stats as we go. But you can broadly assume she's similar to Judith,
Right.
with the exception of that.
Okay.
The next aberration is going to leap for Adam. And it hits you, but it bounces off. You deflect it with a forearm, Adam. The next aberration is going to leap towards George. It sort of catches itself on the side of the platform, and it kind of runs along the edge of the platform instead and heads on towards Akosua and where Judith was. Because that smells tasty. The copperhead that's right next to that berserker, double willpower. It's going to start feasting on Judith's remains.
Oh, even in death, she provides a distraction, you see.
That's what she was all about. She was always just about the distraction, wasn't she? The berserker that dropped into the middle of the area is actually going to go after the people who are trying to evacuate. It grabs 2 people, 1 in each hand, and starts using them as bashing sticks to bash in other people. And unfortunately, the death toll is fairly extreme. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 people fall in a matter of seconds.
That's going to speed up the evacuation then.
That's including the 2 that are in its hands. So like grabs 1 by the legs, 1 by the head, and just starts hitting anyone that's around it. Okay? Few people get impaled on spikes, and yeah, no, it's just hitting people. And now we are back to Akosua.
He's going to take this berserker down.
Is she?
Does she think she can damage the berserker with a sword?
She can kill the berserker with the sword. If she's lucky. It's possible.
We'll go for that then. Huh?
Roll me a strength and melee then. That's 6 dice. She's not a forbidden. She's not as strong as you guys.
I mean, she could pick up the boots, but is she strong enough to do it? I don't know.
Dunno. Is she desperate enough?
Yeah, we'll see.
4 successes.
Okay, roll those 4 for damage. If you can roll a 10, you will kill this berserker. If you can roll anything better than an 8, you will do damage to this berserker.
I got a 9.
Okay, 1 more damage to the Berserker. So you've stabbed it in the arm again. Oh, I should say that another 5% of people have either got away or died.
Okay.
So that's 15% left or 10% left?
10% left. Yeah. So they've either got away or they've been killed by the Berserker.
I think it might be time to join them.
Adam.
I guess I'll keep killing the small stuff. If I have a disinterest to kill another one, there's 2 left, right?
There are 2 left, one of which ran past you and one of which ran at you. And you pushed away with your forearm, if you remember.
Yeah, so I'll kill the one who did run at me and see what the other guy does.
Okay, roll me a dexterity melee. Wow, that's better.
7.
Okay, not that much better. Roll me 4 dice for damage.
I've got a 10, so I think he's dead.
Yep. This time you wrap your dagger chain around its middle and pull, and it just separates. You are now covered in very unpleasant demon blood. George. George is going to start running. He's going to run towards the Berserker. There's this aberration chasing him, if you remember.
No!
And he dives past you, Akosua, and he grabs the boots.
Right.
It remains to be seen what happens. It is now the Berserker. So, Akosua, could you please roll me... it's going to be a strength and brawl, so it's going to be 4 dice. I told you she wasn't terribly balanced. 5 or better.
2.
Okay, you're going to take 3 pain damage. She had already taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pain damage, which leaves her unconscious now.
Right.
And bleeding.
Okay.
The final strike from the Berserker throws her against the wall, and she just collapses unconscious. The aberration who was chasing George is going to try and chase him down. George touches the boots, and his hand melts.
Oh dear.
The aberration jumps on top of him and starts eating him. Yeah, he wasn't compatible with them.
That's destruction. You are not worthy.
Indeed. Adam, things are looking really quite bad.
Yeah.
Okay, the Berserker is now done with the things in its immediate vicinity. Let's see if it wants to feed. The Berserker wants to feed. So he throws the copperhead off Judith's body and starts to eat that.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's a greedy one. The aberration is chowing down on George's body. The copperhead that just got thrown away is gonna try and get like in on the edge of Judith's body. It still wants to eat something. And the other Berserker is going to go on killing people. You know, the one with the nunchucks made of people. Oh, wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more people. Go. People sticks. Have one out now, so it has to grab some more next turn. We're down to about 5% of the population left. It seems like the dying are now outnumbering the living. What would 5% of 2,000 be? Nearly 100 people. But they're all crowding around the entrance trying to get away. That Berserker's moving closer and closer. We are back to... Sorry, Akosua, you are unconscious. You're going to take another health damage. We're back to Adam.
I'll try to use my weapon to hit the neck of the Berserker that's killing people.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity and melee. -1.
5.
Roll for damage.
2 10s, 1 8, 1 6.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't kill it instantly, but you did do 3 damage. You suddenly got its attention. The Berserker is feeding. And he ain't stopping. The Aberration is feeding, and he ain't stopping either. The Copperhead is feeding, and he ain't stopping either. They're all very hungry. I guess they haven't eaten in a while. I guess.
It's been a long walk.
Indeed. The Berserker that you just annoyed... That was awful. Roll me a dexterity melee.
I mean, always 5s, I suppose, like, right? It's not changed.
It is 5s, yeah.
9.
Okay, so what you've done is you fired the dagger chain at its neck. You hit it. You did a small amount of damage. It grabbed the dagger chain with both hands and pulled. And you were ready for this, so you literally extended your boot into its face, using its own momentum to pull you towards it.
Nice.
You're going to take 1 pain damage from that, because that was cool, but it was also a bit painful. And you're going to deal 4 health damage to it, as its neck just sort of turns all the way around and it falls over.
Very nice.
At this point, roll me a wits and investigation.
Just 1?
You're going to kind of look up and look around, and you're going to see one of the elders, Bai. He's standing right next to the exit. There are a few more people still to come, but he's shaking his head. He pulls out a remote box, presses a button, and runs down the passageway.
I'm gonna try to run a passageway. I don't know if I can catch it. Or...
Your character cannot make it in time to that passageway.
That is great.
So, he has left you to die, along with the remainder of the townsfolk, because he thinks it's too hopeless at this point. He waited as long as he could in his mind. I'm not going to go through an entire set of stuff with you trying to fight off all these enemies. What I want to know is, are you going to kill as many as possible, or are you going to try to escape?
I'm gonna try to escape.
So I want you to roll me a single luck melee. Because it's all going to come down to luck. Your threshold is going to be 6s, so it's a 50-50 chance on every dice.
3.
Right. About half an hour later, you emerge from the original entrance, covered in demon blood, injured badly, but alive.
Huzzah!
You're the only survivor. You weren't able to save any of the humans. You weren't able to save Akasua. You managed to get out alive. Just one more story for the legend of Adam the Forbidden. There you go. You saved maybe 90%. I'd say maybe 5% died to that berserker. And you walked out alive. Unfortunately, your apprentice didn't, and your potential replacement apprentice didn't.
They were a bit too ambitious, but you know, it's a good trait for an apprentice. You just don't survive sometimes.
It absolutely is a miracle that you got alive, that you got out of that alive. But you did. You survived somehow. Even if you're totally honest, not that you ever are, if you're totally honest, you're not even sure how.
It's probably the angelic weapon, you know. It's
what? It's helping you.
It's the guiding instinct, yeah.
Become forbidden.